everyone, Josh here, WarGamingNewb Historical, back with another hobby vlog. This time around, I continue the work on the Pacific campaign for Bolt Action and a few other things that I'm working on for the channel. So this is not going to be a very long update. This talking head portion is going to be pretty quick. I just want to talk about what I've completed this past week. Then I'm going to show off some miniatures and then something else that will be a project very soon. So going down the list, didn't do anything for Hail Caesar, Pike and Shot, or Black Powder. In fact, I think as we are nearing the end of February, I am not going to be able to get to the Portuguese Line Battalion like I wanted to. I've been focusing really on Bolt Action and Konflikt 47. So this past week, I did complete the officer with the assistant or bodyguard for the Japanese 200-point firefight team. I have begun work on the 6-man squad. You guys are going to see that in a little bit. I did the unboxing of the Winter Soviets weapons team. You guys should have already seen that. If not, that's going to be linked up above or below. And then finally, I was able to complete the Panther X as well as the Panther turret. So now I have a vehicle that I can use for both Konflikt 47 and Bolt Action Germans. And you will see that as well as we continue through the video. As February is running out, I am going to continue to push through for Bolt Action Pacific. I will be completing the Japanese 6-man squad very soon, and then I'll start work on the U.S. Marines 6-man squad with the officer and the assistant or bodyguard, at which point I will seg into the Soviet weapons team, both the Standard and the Winter Soviets. We'll definitely be using that for some Eastern front Bolt Action, as well as for building up the force for Konflikt 47, the Soviet force. So anyway, that is it for the talking head portion. Let's go ahead and take a look at some miniatures. All right, next up we have the officer and bodyguard for the Japanese firefight squad. Officer obviously has the katana and he's charging forward. The Japanese infantry box does have a lot of the figures charging forward. I think that is what their specialty is, the charge. So they're going to be all in this kind of running forward position. I have to finish the bases on this, but the bodies, the main figures are completed. So that's basically my lieutenant and his bodyguard. All right, next up I have 4 of the 6-man squad completed. I have a machine gunner right there, 2 riflemen. This guy was supposed to be a loader, but it looks like he may have a submachine gun with a bayonet at the end. He's still going to be my loader, and I'm going to count him as a rifleman so that he does have the rifle like the rest of his squad. I do have the NCO and another figure that I need to paint, and then that's pretty much it for the 6-man squad. After that, I will be working on the Marines, and hopefully soon thereafter film a Pacific firefight. All right, just a glamour shot of all the stuff that I've completed over the past week. I just wanted to kind of show this off. And there we go. So there is one last thing that I want to talk about, and we're going to seg into that right now. All right, so at the beginning of the last year, I did a couple horse and musket battle reports. I am planning to go and do some more. I did have the digital version of the rulebook, but I figured let's get the actual paperback, as well as the card deck and tokens, and go full in on Fistful of that horse and musket. It's a great little skirmish game. This one in particular is set in the Black Powder era. And because I do have individual French and British painted up, individually based, I can still, again, use those for horse and musket. This got me thinking of the Warlord Games Black Powder, Vive l'Empereur, and Over the Hill set. Each figure in that those particular kits are individually named figures. And thinking about it, I don't know if I'm going to be using them for Black Powder. I might actually use it for horse and musket, because I can base those individually, and they're so characterful that it fits very well with the skirmish aesthetic of this type of game. And obviously you could use it for other Napoleonic skirmish games like Chosen Men from Osprey, or other things that are very similar. I believe that I will be doing that. Either that or I'll be double dipping and buying both kits again. A set that I can use for black powder and a set I can use for skirmish, mainly horse and musket. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So keep an eye out for that. I will be putting this on the project list for March. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully, if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby vlog coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I can personally interact with you and chit-chat you about bolt action, horse and musket, and any other game that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hobby vlog from WarGamingNewb Historical.